Hello everyone and welcome to my channel called Simone Speaks. I am definitely doing something very different and special for all viewers that click on this video. If you are, however, interested in connecting with me one-on-one, my website and email is in the box below. If you email me, I will do my very best to get back to you as soon as possible. As you guys can see in this video, I have pulled customly from all different decks. Each deck has a piece of paper with a word on it, okay? And I will reveal what that piece of paper says towards the very end, all right? So I just want to go ahead and say that it's best to kind of zone out here, listen to your gut feeling, listen to your intuition. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 decks here, okay? And the title, as you can see of this video, is How Do They Feel About You? So if you are tuning in for a romantic situation, that is totally fine. If you are tuning in for a situation about work, family, whatever, regardless, whoever you have in mind, that's who I want you to focus on right now. Before I begin, I definitely do advise you to take a deep breath. Okay, so go ahead and exhale, okay? You can do that 1 time, up to 3 times, however many times you want until you feel like you're ready to pick the card. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So if you need to pause the video, go ahead. If you have just resumed the video, welcome back. I'm going to go ahead and start with card number 1 or deck number 1. So if you are a viewer out here and you have picked deck number 1, let's see exactly what you have. And then towards the very end of me reading for deck number 1, I will show you the exact wording. Now, I also do offer private X and love readings. So the private X is very similar, but just not in decks. I actually do break down up to 4 to 6 questions for you and reveal to you exactly what has gone wrong or what you can expect, all right? So deck number 1, let's see what you have. So the first thing for deck number 1 is I see a bunch of green, okay, green and blue. So I am very inclined to say that you possibly are either a water or air, either water, air, or earth sign who is either thinking about air, water, or earth sign, okay? So far in deck number 1, I do not see any strong energy revolving around a fire sign. Now, deck number 1, you have 9 of Cups. This card says the gratitude list, 5 of Pentacles upright, and the 9 of Cups in reverse. So we're definitely seeing something here that really is quite, I'm going to say, unbalanced, because the 9 of Cups, and we have lots of synchronicity as well, the 9 of Cups twice, but one's upright and then the other one's in reverse, that really gives me the energy here that something has kind of faded away. So it's basically like this person could have came into your life and everything went smooth, went fine. You guys were talking for a while, and then just all of a sudden, it's like you guys were caught in the headlights. You or the other person or both parties did not exactly know what to do. It was a situation in which you felt that everything was going fine. You really believed that everything was going fine, and then out of nowhere, either communication was lost or the spark was fading, something of that nature where something just kind of fizzled out. And so with the 5 of Pentacles over here, this really does give me energy of, you really mainly, your energy, being really sick and like tired over missing this person, wanting this person to be in your life. And so the way they feel about you is that it was what it was. And these cards for deck 1 really seems to embody the idea of just counting your blessings and being grateful that you even had that connection in your life. So, most importantly, the word I pulled for deck number 1 is beautiful. So this person that you're thinking about definitely sees you in a very beautiful light, okay? And I feel like no matter how long or short the time was between you two, okay, it feels very, very important and close to that person's heart as well as yourself. But with that said, it doesn't mean that it's not time to get on with life, okay? And the key words in the gratitude list says, what and who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude and you'll discover the amazing generosity of this universe. So it definitely feels here that there's a possibility that somebody definitely took advantage of the other person, okay? Like there definitely is energy here that one of you guys could have taken advantage, and that's why you're seeing basically the 2 Nine of Cup cards canceling out each other, because it's like it just ended. But the way this person views you is still in a beautiful light. So even if you guys are not talking right now, then it definitely just feel that this person still admires you, especially physically. This person still really does like you, but the universe here really is prompting you guys in deck 1 to be grateful and just to be happy that, you were able to meet someone like that and vice versa. So it's basically the energy here being grateful and, staying beautiful, staying healthy, and taking care of yourself, okay? So deck 1, that is your reading. Now, on to deck 2. Let's see what you got. Okay, deck number 2, you have the Tower in reverse, 7 of Cups upright. So this is a pretty decent card, I would say. Clean energy food, 7 of Swords upright. So deck number 2, what I feel for your reading is that it's actually very similar to number 1, but just a little bit harsher, because the 7 of Cups is really embodying the energy of somebody who has a lot of options, okay? And I do feel here, deck number 2, that the person you were dealing with definitely had more than one option. And for some reason, I feel like whoever you were connecting with deck number 2, it feels like whatever kind of relationship you guys had, it feels like you kind of were in the back seat at all times. You could never really move to the front seat, okay, and be on this person's level. And there's a good reason for that, okay? The Tower in reverse is giving me major vibes in the fact that it just really feels that this person, and honestly it feels like you really were not expecting someone of, this magnitude to come into your life. And for some reason, I just feel that, with the 7 of Swords and the Tower reverse, it definitely feels here that this person or people, I'm going to say if that's what you're connecting with, that came into your life, it definitely feels like they were there to teach you a lesson. And I definitely do feel that, especially on your end, the lesson was learned and it's never to be repeated. And so the Tower in reverse, I think, is a positive sign intuitively. I feel intuitively for deck number 2 that this is positive because basically you both are acknowledging that things were just rushed or just not dealt with properly. And so really what they want you to focus on here is, energy, your energy levels, okay? Because it definitely feels here that this person or people, group of people, it feels like they possibly could have drained your energy levels quite a lot. And so what they're asking you to do here is to nourish your body, okay? Not just food-wise, but spiritual-wise. So if this person really was so to speak, a bad apple in the bunch I'm hearing, then they're saying that sometimes in, baskets of apples, there is rotten apples, okay? So if you were expecting this person to be perfect, basically, or vice versa, they're saying here that that's just not how it always goes. And so the key here is to learn from what has happened and to then in turn nourish yourself. And the key words or phrases I see from the Clean Energy Food card is higher vibration. So absolutely, and beneficial relationships, golden opportunities. So the three key phrases for this deck number 2, guys, is beneficial relationships, higher vibration, and golden opportunities. So it definitely feels that whoever you were connecting with, they definitely drained you. And so the universe now is saying, okay, how are you going to get back to where you used to be? How are you going to learn from this and move forward from this? What is the plan? What is the strategy? So it's really kind of the energy here of, let's get things straight, right? And so the card that I got for you, that I pulled at the bottom of this deck, is difficult. So what they're saying here is that the way this person feels about you is that you guys are difficult, okay? You guys don't get along, all right? So once again, it could be a person or a group of people. But I think this card, by the way, guys, I actually just did these papers and just randomly, intuitively put them down. And so it definitely does feel here that the energy was difficult. And so the way this person's feeling is that, you're a lot, or you feel like they're a lot, and you guys just don't get along. So basically, I am hearing the word like toxic relationship. This definitely could have been deck number 2, a toxic relationship or a toxic conversation that has really gone south. And so the universe here, I feel, is really, really prompting you guys to understand that you have a lot of options, and that all you need to do is, I feel like, refocus in on yourself and give yourself that much needed care, okay? So deck number 2, that is your reading. I hope this resonated with you and helped you. Namaste. Alrighty, deck number 3, you are up. Let's see your cards. Towards the end, I will pull the white card that I have basically randomly put in each pile, and I'm sure it will connect. Okay, so deck number 3, let's look at your cards. Okay, they're telling me that it's this way. Okay, so the first, very interesting, deck number 3. So the first card you have is Conscious Consumer, the High Priestess in reverse, the Moon in reverse, and the Hermit upright. So deck number 3, it definitely feels here that you really are going through a phase in which you need a lot of healing, okay? I feel that your guides have, for some time now, have been prompting you to work on, I'm hearing like healing your chakras, aligning your chakras, getting back to where you used to be. I definitely feel here that in regards to this person that's on your mind, as I open these, I turn over the cards here, it definitely feels that this could have been an affair or like a work relationship, that's for sure. And I just looked at the clock, okay? So deck number 3, what I want you to do is, when you get the chance, I want you to look up the numbers 555, okay? As I'm recording, I literally just looked at my clock and the clock said 555. So that's not by mistake, okay? So deck number 3, look up 555 on Google, wherever you want, and that should definitely give you a extra meaning, okay, to your guidance here. Now, the way this person feels about you is pushy, okay? So it definitely does feel here, deck number 3, that I am getting a lot of like leadership energy. And so I feel that whoever I'm reading for deck number 3, the viewer that's watching this video for deck number 3, it feels that at the right time and place, with this kind of energy of being a leader and, speaking up, I feel like politically, for some reason, I feel like saying that, I feel like politically, I feel for advocacy. I feel like for, things that matter, like, wanting clean water, wanting to, save a race of animals, like something like that. It feels like, deck number 3, that you possess these qualities of being somebody who is in charge. But when it comes to relationship, I feel here that whoever you're connecting with, it feels that they don't like when you do that to them, okay? And I think it was Sadhguru, there was one spiritual inspirational speaker that I once heard said, nobody likes to be controlled by you, okay? And, a lot of people, sometimes they do not realize that they're coming across that way. And so I feel, deck number 3 here, that this person feels, or I really do feel strongly here, deck number 3, that this person has seen you in the wrong light. And I really do feel here, deck number 3, that the way you have shown yourself to be, or the sides or the personality traits that you've shown this person that you're thinking about as I'm reading for you, I feel that they feel that that's just who you are, okay? And the case really may be that that's not who you are, but they believe that you are that person, that you are just pushy, that you are just in control and have control issues and OCD and maybe even crazy. But the reality is that no. The reality is that you are improving yourself. You are on a journey to better yourself. And regardless of this person seeing that or not, the cards here are saying that you are not that, okay? It was like a moment of weakness I'm hearing, okay? I'm even feeling here for deck number 3, if I'm reading for a male viewer, okay, just gonna put this out here. I feel that if this had anything to do with a wandering eye or cheating on your girlfriend, that's what I'm getting here, or even your wife or somebody you're talking to, like now it's exclusive. It feels that, the other side of the story, they feel that you are just someone who's pushy. You push yourself on girls, or vice versa if you're a girl. And you have a boyfriend or whatever, or a fellow girlfriend, same-sex relationship. It feels like, your girlfriend or your boyfriend, like they really do feel that, you're just all bad. But, no one's all bad, okay? No one can't be all bad, right? But what has happened here is that whatever you've shown them, whatever has transpired, was not in the best light. So with this energy here, I feel that it's time to show your softer side, okay? I'm hearing the words Scorpio and Taurus. So I do feel here that it's time to show your softer side, and it is time, okay, to show them the real you, okay? If you have an opportunity to show this person a different side, the universe here is saying, show them that, okay? Because you have the High Priestess in reverse and the Moon card in reverse, okay? The Moon card upright has many, many layers to it, but I do feel for deck number 3 here that the Moon upright is talking about secrets. Well, now you have it in reverse. So, if this is like especially a girlfriend or boyfriend, it feels here that there may be things that you're not telling them, okay? There may be sides to why you act the way you act that they're not aware of. And so it's time to let them in. So you don't want this person to think you're pushy. You don't want this person to think that you're always wanting it your way, okay? It's time to kind of ease up, put your foot off the gas, and show people that you care about if they even are worth it, right? Show these people that you care about that you can show them a different side, okay? It's time to let love in, all right? And the Oracle card says this: you have the power to heal and help the world with a decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. So as I was saying earlier, deck number 3, I had a lot of energy about activism, political, fighting for, equality, things like that. It does feel here that you possibly could be somebody who really, really is drawn to environmental stuff or drawn to political issues that bother you. And so the universe here definitely is encouraging you, deck number 3, to stand in your truth and to continue to continue to stand in your truth and to be the best version of yourself, okay? It goes on to say this: as a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply and you purchase only that which you need. So yeah, this is, I feel, all tying into how you're bettering yourself. Okay, you're wanting to better yourself and show the world a different side. So if that's about, buying better products or more ethical products, or maybe not, drinking so much, like whatever you feel gives you a negative or dark, I'm hearing, like, aura, they're saying that, it's time to break free from that. Okay, it's time to get away from that negativity and show people that you love the good side of you, and what you think they really need to see, and what the true version of yourself. Okay, because if you're always showing this person that you're, gitchy or upset or irritated, over time, that person may believe that that's who you are. So it is time to let love in. Okay, so deck number 3, that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed and that it resonated with you. Catch you on the next video. Feel free to subscribe. All right, deck number 4, you are up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, deck number 4, let's see what you have. And towards the end, I will reveal to you what's on the white paper. I intuitively wrote different words on all 6 papers. So if you want to go back from to the beginning and watch all the first 3, you're more than welcome to, if you feel led to do that intuitively. And I will show you what this person feels about you from this white card. So, deck number 4, let's see what you have. Alrighty, so deck number 4, I can definitely say from the beginning that you have a lot going on, okay? You are, like, you're maxed out, okay? Your plate is full, and you really cannot take anything else, all right? Let me go through the cards with you. 10 of Swords upright, the Sun in reverse, clearing debt upright, which is the Oracle card, advice card from my Angels in Abundance deck. Gorgeous deck here. And I believe we did have the 2 of Swords in reverse. Okay? So definitely deck 4. There is a decision that is really, really like baggage on your shoulders, I feel, okay? If this is pertaining, this could be actually, I'm hearing, pertaining to all aspects of life. Deck number 4, I really do get the feeling here that you are overwhelmed, you are tired, you are sick and tired, I'm hearing, and you really don't have, I'm hearing, the stamina to keep up with your love life, your work life, your health, your beauty routines. It feels like everything is spiraling out of control. And you're quite worried. I feel here that deck number 4, you're quite worried about how you're coming across to people, okay? Now, in a love sense, okay, to get down to the nitty gritty, I feel here that if you had to choose between being debt free or dating someone for a couple months, I feel deck number 4, which is kind of 2 weird comparisons, but that's what they're showing me here. And I feel like deck number 4, that if you had the opportunity, you would 100% go with not having any debt, okay, over trying to please someone or get to know someone, I'm hearing. So it definitely gives me, deck number 4, it gives me single energy, okay? If you're a married person watching, I would definitely say tread lightly. Don't take this reading literally, because there's some things here that I see that are really, really kind of heavy. But if you are married and you pick number 4, then hey, it relates to you. So don't be surprised if everything connects here as I speak. But yes, deck number 4, you are very, very overwhelmed. And the good thing, though, the brighter side to these 4 cards that I see here, deck number 4, is that you have been able to overcome so much that if anybody knew what you've overcome, they wouldn't even believe you. Like, they really would not believe it. You've been through this, you've been through that with this person, that person. Like, you are a fighter. So the Oracle card you had, deck number 4, is clearing debt. So I do feel inclined to say here, deck number 4, that there's a strong possibility that work life, responsibilities, possibly if you live with your grandmother, or I'm hearing live with like one of your parents only, it feels like you have a lot of things on your shoulders, and it's not that you have to feel that way, but like you feel that way because you care. You feel this way because you want the best life possible for your kids and your friends and people you love. So deck number 4, you're a loving person, you're a caring person. And let's go ahead and show you the white paper here. Okay, so the way this person sees you, okay, deck number 4 is, and how they feel about you is hard to get along with. All right. So people around you right now, they feel that you're hard to get along with only because, especially in a love relationship or like, somebody you're talking to, the reason why they feel this way is because they feel like you put other things before them. And they're correct. You have a lot of responsibilities. So deck number 4, what I would say here is with the 10 of Swords upright, this deck is screaming to me, it's really time to move on, okay? A lot of people in the world, not to get off topic here and get too personal with you guys. I'm sure people like me getting very, very personal, but the reality, deck number 4, is that in this world, everybody to some extent would like to have no haters, okay? No naysayers. When it comes to love, you want every relationship, or, if you're in a marriage, you want that one marriage to be, bliss and rainbows and flowers. But the reality is that sometimes, deck number 4, you cannot get along with somebody. And that's just the bottom line. So if I'm reading this for you and, career is coming up or family is coming up, they're saying that's fine. But that's what I'm getting, deck number 4, is that some people you'll just never get along with. And you're going to have to accept that. And so what these 4 cards are saying here, deck number 4, that's so important to you, that you should really care about. And they're wanting you to kind of shift here, okay? Because you're going to get a shift. I'm hearing in the next couple of weeks and months, I'm feeling that you guys are going to have a very, very big shift, okay? And it's going to basically clear, I'm hearing, physical debt and karmic debt. So you definitely could have a breakthrough of a very, very big portion. I'm hearing lottery. I'm hearing inheritance. I'm hearing a raise. I'm hearing just your job. Like, there definitely could be something in your job where, it's just going up. Like your profits in your business are going up. Your paycheck is just rising every week. And I feel that as this happens, the burden, not only financially, but emotionally, I feel like it's going to start to drop off you because you're taking care of yourself. So deck number 4, it's saying stay away from people that make you hard to love, okay? If you feel like you're hard to love with somebody and that you can't ever please this person, they're saying that that's okay, all right? The damage is done. 10 of Swords. You've already been stabbed in the back 1,000 times, and they're saying to you, deck number 4, how many times do you have to get stabbed in the back for you to get it? All right, so that's your message, number 4. See you on the next video, and really, I'm hearing simmer on that, okay? Really think about what I've just said, and I really feel your guides here are also going to give you additional revelations as you live your week and live your life, okay? On to deck number 5. Deck number 5, hi, how are you doing? All right, let's see how this person feels about you. Let's see what's around you and how this person you're thinking of feels about you, all right? So we have the Temperance, Sagittarius card upright, Knight of Cups. So definitely deck number 4, I feel here that you have a lot of toy boys or toy girls around you that I really feel here do not have your best interest at heart. Basically, they want you to be what they want them to, they want you to be what they want you to be, okay? So I am getting a lot of restriction energy here, okay? This also could be in regards to a parent as well, I'm hearing, in which you feel like they don't want to hear your side of the story. They don't want to give you the chance to express yourself. They don't want to give you the opportunity to be yourself, okay? Romantically especially, it feels here that this is somebody who you've either been with a lot of times or speaking to a lot of times or hanged out with a lot of times. Like you've been with this person a lot of times, okay? But for some reason, every time they come in, they don't stay, okay? And so what your Oracle advice card here is saying is block out distractions, all right? And yes, Spirit's also saying here that it's totally fine if you watch the whole video. If you feel led to watch the whole video, watch the whole video. But long story short here, it says block out distractions. And I want to go ahead and read you a good majority of this card right now. All right, so deck number 5, it says this. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. It is time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. So I do feel here that when it comes to parents, it's harder to do. Okay, it's a lot harder to do. Like to go against your parents, but for some of you guys out here, it's saying that, they're also a distraction. They're actually blocking you. And so in a respectful manner, they're saying you need to manifest what you want respectfully. So that possibly could be running it by them before you do this or trying to sit them down, but don't just do what you want. They're saying do what you want, but do it in a way that's respectful to people around you. Now, when it comes to relationship, I feel it's the same energy, all right? Deck number 5, what they're saying here is that if you want an open relationship, you need to let that known, okay? Whoever you're talking to, whoever you're dating, even if you're married, not a lot of people will be able to read your mind, okay? And read what you really want on your heart. And Spirit's also saying the exact opposite. They're saying here, if you want to get married, right, and you want to be in a long-term relationship, deck number 5, viewers that picked deck number 5, what they're saying here is that you need to actually make that known. You need to start putting it out in the universe that that's what you want. And then once you realize and manifest and start to see the fruit of your thinking changing, they're saying here that it's going to come onto you. It's going to manifest, and it's going to manifest beautifully, okay? You're going to have balance. You will have lots of offers if you don't already. And they're saying that it's just time to really get serious about what you want, all right? And so the way the person feels about you that you're thinking of is sexy, all right? So deck number 5, that is fabulous, all right? So the people around you that, whoever you're thinking about as I'm reading for you, they think you're attractive. They think you're really sexy. They think that you're good looking. And so what they're saying here is that embrace your individuality. Because deck number 5, I did get a lot of energy here about being an individual and, possibly dressing different or talking different or, whatever you feel like makes your identity you and makes yourself you. The universe here is saying, go for it. If you want to, paint your hair, color your hair pink, they're saying color your hair pink. If you want to buy a motorcycle instead of a car, buy a motorcycle. You got to start living in your truth, deck number 5, because what they're saying here is that as you're living in your truth, you're going to attract better people. As you're living the way you want to live and you're showing who you really are, you can then attract the same. But if you've been trying to fit in and change yourself for either your parents or your friends or whoever, maybe even a religious group, whatever it could be, they're saying here that that's distracting the main goal here, which is your happiness, your self-fulfillment, and most importantly, your life purpose. All right. So if you don't know your life purpose yet, the universe here is saying definitely meditate on that, zone in on it, and feel it within yourself. Okay. And I want to go ahead and pull an extra card here. Deck number 5, you sure are lucky, okay? I definitely see lots of really cool projects, okay? I don't know if you guys are into art or like music, but you definitely have a lot of energy here of being into art and theatrics and just really cool, unique things. And the clarifying card I got here is a 4 of Wands. So it definitely feels here that you're in a situation, number 5, in which you have to believe that you'll get the perfect family or the perfect mate, or that you will attract this person you're thinking of and that you feel is your soulmate or your twin flame. Like, you will have this, but you have to put distractions aside and get serious. So for example, if you've been slacking on going to the gym, I'm hearing, or you've been slacking on making a schedule for yourself. They're saying here that, this is what's going to bring you to victory. This is what's going to bring balance, the Temperance card, upright, Major Arcana, Sagittarius. This is what's going to bring more good in your life. So deck number 5, definitely see lots of exciting things for you. Marriage, or I'm hearing like long-term commitment is definitely in your future. So just keep up the good work and stay true to yourself, okay? Good stuff, deck number 5. Really, really, really good stuff, all right? Now, hi, deck number 6. If you picked deck number 6, this is for you. And towards the very end, like I did for all the other decks, I will show the white piece of paper. I have intuitively written down different words on each piece of paper, and I have put it together for you guys. And so let's check out your cards. Okay, so deck number 6, you have a lot of very, 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 I'm going to use the word brave cards, okay? 9 of Swords. Detox your friendships, Oracle card. 8 of Cups in reverse, and the Hermit, Virgo, Major Arcana. So I do want to say here, if you are a earth sign, this definitely is for you. If you're not an earth sign, it doesn't really matter. But for earth sign people, I feel this is really, really the deck that you're drawn to for some reason, okay? 6 and 3, all right? Just putting this out here. So with the 8 of Cups in reverse, I do feel like in terms of this person, how they feel about you, what's going on, it does feel here that they possibly have felt that there needs to be improvement. There needs to be improvement in the relationship. The bottom of the deck is actually 9 of Wands. So it does feel here, number 6, that they possibly could be very, very tired of, I'm hearing, dealing with foolishness or just dealing with petty arguments. Could be single, could be taken, could be dating, could be married. This is for everybody. And it feels that this person you're connecting with or you're thinking about as I'm reading for you, that they really are tired of shenanigans. And I feel that you're not aware of this, but they really are tired of going back and forth with you, okay? And the card that I pulled, okay, so very interesting. So when this is on the paper, the word intuitively I read on the paper is tricky. So deck number 6, the way they feel about you is that you're tricky to deal with, all right? Or this is how you could be feeling about the other person, okay? If they don't feel this way about you, this could be how you feel about them, okay? I feel it's very mutual. So whoever you have or whatever situation you have on your mind right now as you're watching this video, it definitely feels here that what you're dealing with is very, very tricky. And so because the universe is aware that what you're dealing with is very tricky, they're wanting you to retreat, okay? They're wanting you to dig a little bit deeper here, okay? I do feel for a lot of you guys that pick number 6, or in addition, if you pick something else with number 6, it feels that, that it feels here that you need to, that you're missing something, basically. You're missing something. You're not seeing something the way it should be seen. And the universe is really asking you here to kind of flip the script, okay? They're asking you to look at it from someone else's perspective and be honest about what you think the reality of a relationship is. So, for example, if you feel that the relationship is Jim Dandy and that you're perfect and this person's done nothing wrong, what the universe is saying here is that put yourself in their shoes and see if you would like what they're doing, what you're doing to them or what they've done to you, okay? So whatever side of the coin that you fall on, that's what it's saying here. Now, detox your friendships, I think, is a very powerful card, number 6, because it's saying here that there could be people around you that have filtered your view. Right, exactly. That's why I said earlier that you're missing something, okay? There could be people around you. It doesn't have to be just friends. This could be long-term classmates or co-workers. This doesn't have to just be friends, because some people have cousins that are friends, right? Like they act like they're friends, basically. So this could really be referring to anybody or any kind of group of people, whether it's family or friends or co-workers that you feel maybe dirtying your lenses, okay? May have made you look at things in the wrong way. And so what I feel the universe here wants to do is, I'm seeing a visual of glasses, and those special napkins that you wipe over the glasses lens, and then all of a sudden, the glasses, when you put them back on your face, it's like brand new, okay? Or sunglasses, it's like a whole different world. So they're asking you here to get rid of the junk, okay? Whether it's emotional baggage through retreat or meditation, whether it's the actual physical person, they're saying that something here is tricky. Something here needs to be looked at like a double take. Okay, you need to double take that situation and go over it, and not to like bring yourself down, but they're saying that, you know, step back and just look at it and say, okay, is this okay? Is this how it's supposed to go? And if the answer is no, then they're saying to you, that's why, okay? Knight of Swords upright is very, very, I think it ties really deeply into detox your friendships, and the Eight of Cups in reverse. So clearly here, something has kind of been like, I'm hearing the word like detached from you. And so I feel that people, deck number 6, people around you, I feel are having like too much to say, okay? Like they're putting too much filter into your life. Once again, the word filter keeps coming up here. Like whatever they're saying to you, however they act around you, it's not benefiting you. All right. And what the Oracle card says, detox your friendships. This is what it says. It says this: be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. So definitely deck number 6, I really feel what this card is saying here to you guys is that it's time to believe that you can be around good people, okay? So the person you're thinking of in mind, we already established that they feel that you are tricky, or you feel that this person's tricky. And so what this card is saying here is that, do you want to have relationships like this? Do you want to carry on like this? That's what I get here. So that is basically the readings for all 6 decks. I really hope you enjoyed this video and that it helped you and guided you. Seriously, feel free to go back to your chosen number. I also say that if on an odd day you ever, you know, tend to come back to the video and, you know, intuitively you get a different number, go with it, okay? If you need to watch the whole video, go with it. It's here for you to meditate on and feed from spiritually and to better yourself. I wish you all the very, very best. Feel free to donate, subscribe, share, get one-on-one reading from me. I would love to connect with all of you. Seriously, God bless and take care, guys, okay? See you in the next video. Bye-bye.